tough. Hey! Many battles, many struggles, but God has been there for me, fighting for me, winning for me. He has never lost a fight. The number of my scars, I don't know where I'm gonna get to. That's why my praise can never be the same as the number of my scars. This is my testimony. Are you ready? I am. Say, excuse me. I get on it. I am. Like I know what he has done for me. Look at your neighbor, say, excuse me. Somebody say you don't know, like I know what he has done for me. Everybody, many bodies, many struggles.
Hi everyone, you're watching me on Upper Room AG Radio TV. My name is Michelle OBENG and you're on the Next Generation Show with me. Today we have here a very special guest. He's so special. You get to know him soon, and the topic is about love. We're going to talk about the power of love. I hope everybody knows that. It's obvious. And love is something that even the blind, that everybody can attest to it if you are showing it to them. And love is a command from God. Even God says we should love our enemy. I'm here with Mr. Ralph. Can you give us a brief intro about yourself?
Hello, our lovely listeners. My name is AYIWOLE BABUGI RAPHAEL.
Wow.
The name that is always very difficult for a lot of people to pronounce. Yeah. It's always fun and joyous to be in the house of the Lord. Mm-hmm. And we are with Upper Room AG. We are a family here. So wherever you are, we are inviting you to come and join and experience the love of God and the love of a cherished family here in the Bronx. Praise the Lord and thank you.
Thank you very much for coming. So, back to the topic, the power of love. You already know the theme for the year is power. So, power, no, you receive it in every aspect, even the love aspect. And then, this is the month of love. February, Val's Day is coming. Take the opportunity to show love to everybody around you. The alternate catch and pick up your phone and send a quick text message. How are you doing on Val's Day? Show love. I mean, life is too hard. Don't make it harder on yourself or even your enemy, those that are fighting you and all that. Just text them. If you see them, show love, because we are in the month of love. Val's Day will be early. And if you don't need to be in a romantic love before you can experience it, the one in the choir, sorry, your neighbor, even the homeless person, you can experience that love. Okay, so I'm your host for today, and my co-host unfortunately couldn't join me now, but you see her next time. I promise you that. Helena, wherever you are, take care of yourself and we miss you. And then I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to the man of the house, Pastor Maka Santimeno, and his lovely wife. Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to bring out the best in us. And then Pastor Dan, Pastor Seth, thank you to, and then all the rest of the pastors, Pastor Rita, Pastor Linda, thank you for the work you are doing in the house of the Lord. Your labor will never go in vain. So, Mr. Ralph, ene kasa afa odoho odo de pa, and my viewers, I know we all know that. Can you give us a brief explanation about love in your understanding?
Okay. Love, I think it is the best expression everybody, or the best feeling everybody has ever enjoyed When we say love, to me, I think is the deep feeling, the affection you have for someone.
Mm.
Yes, so it goes a long way. You give your all out when you truly love something or you love someone.
Mm.
Yes,
Give you all.
give your all. Yeah.
Ain't for that means, or giving your all means giving your all. Don't hold a part of it and give a part. And it's the best feeling you can show to somebody. So don't wait for you to be the receiver of the love. You can also be the giver of love, as Mr. Ralph said. It's the best feeling you can ever have. So, Mr. Ralph, what impact does love have on our mental and then emotional well-being as an individual?
I think there are a lot of impact it has. Yeah, a lot that has been, a lot that has actually been inculcated by a lot of people. It's been expressed in so many ways, but the impact it has, one of it is the increase in self-esteem. When you feel the love of someone, you can imagine that esteem, blushing. Yes, and then it goes with trust and empathy, which means that when you are being loved, there's always a fixture of someone in your shoes. So you want to do everything possible to make the person happy. You want to do everything possible to make sure the person is comfortable whenever you are around.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so I think that is one. Then another thing is another impact it has is that it reduces depression.
Oh.
Yes, if you know that you are being loved by someone, you are relaxed. That kind of anxiety you have for, yeah, it cools your nerves.
Or not the end there, it's for.
These don't have expressions, but yeah, those are some of the things. And then one other important thing is happiness. It brings about happiness. That's another impact. Yes. Once you are being loved by someone, you get up, your day is being glowed. You are in a haste to hear from the person, and there are a lot of sacrifices. So let's cross and look at the love of Christ for us, because the Bible says, and that's the paramount word, it's because of love we are all under the saving grace of Christ. Because he said, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. So had there not been love, I don't think we would have known who Jesus was, and he would even come and die for us.
Yeah.
So love is the greatest word. So it brings happiness. When you are being loved by someone, all your worries disappear because the person is around. So you feel the impact of the person's being around you. Yes. Then I think one other thing is an emotional support. Okay, you share your worries with such a person. A problem shared is somewhat solved. Yes, so it releases you of your stress. Emotions are being calmed, and then the whole atmosphere is being charged because there's some special person for you.
Yeah. Yes. True.
So these are some of the few points I think love has an impact.
It's very true. Just as you said, emotionally, even when we are in church service and we are having worship, you tend to love on God, and you feel some kind of relief when you pour down all your burden, that somebody's willing to carry all the burden on their shoulders, and that is God. I mean, if you finish without worship and you truly poured out, you truly worshipped, you truly loved on God, you realize, hey, why free. Yeah, and as you said, if it calms your nerve. So, but if you are in a community and you feel loved, by everybody. Like say you do your own upper room, sorry. You find some joy and excitement when you are coming to church.
That's true.
Because as soon as you get here, your nerves are calm.
That's
Yeah,
very true.
very true. Thank you very much for that
Yes.
answer. So how does love influence our decision and action in the community, like let's say church or within our family, in at the workplace? How does love influence our decision?
That's a very important question. It's crucial. Yeah. So, love often changes what we look at as our first priority. Because you actually place the interest of your loved ones ahead of yours.
Oh,
If you love someone, the role of sacrifice plays in. Yeah, so you sacrifice your happiness, you sacrifice your own priorities and fit in the person you love, your loved one's own, who shows a great respect and value. It means you value the person. So it's not always all about yourself, but it's at the end, love conquers and love wins, because the two of you must come to a common consensus, and that's if only you agree to place the person's priorities ahead of yours. So that's the sacrifice. Yeah, there are instances where we have some people, ladies, you want to do everything to make them happy. So once they win, you're happy. If they win, everything goes well.
yeah.
Yes. And it's the same price when we come. If God has been able to sacrifice his own son on our behalf, you can imagine the great sacrifice he has made, because your own son is not easy.
It's not easy.
For people who are sinners, people who don't even merit.
We didn't deserve that.
So you can imagine the level of love he has. So it's the same thing if we are going to interpret it in our own daily affairs and daily lives. Yeah. Then one other thing too is one influence is being loved can also lower your blood pressure. Oh yeah.
And when you're pressure,
Oh yeah. I think the health aspects will be able to tell us more about this.
Wow.
When you are loved, that anxiety I've spoken about
Yeah,
it.
it's not there.
So
It's very
it's an
true.
influence it has, that impact it has on you. You are overwhelmed with a whole lot of goodies. So there is no time to express bad feeling, to be anxious, and
Yeah.
your adrenaline is rising above normal. Yeah, so yeah, we said Okay.
Thank you very much. So, with the sacrifice you're talking about, can love conquer everything, every obstacle and challenges we face, even in the community and as a family? Can love conquer everything? Because some of the sacrifice are huge.
That's actually one other, let's say, a conception. Yeah, it depends, because one, we say that Charles Chaplin said something. He said you need power only when you want to do something harmful. Otherwise, love is enough to get everything done in life. Yes. So, love isn't always perfect and doesn't come easy. Love is overcoming obstacles, facing challenges, fighting to be together, holding on together, and never letting go. So it means that those obstacles we talk about, you are supposed to go through hurdles. There's a saying that nothing good comes easy. So once it's a good thing, one, nature will fight against you, the devil will fight against you.
Mm.
Yes, because it's a good thing. Nothing good, once it's a good thing, there are always things, something that will come your way to hinder you. That's why even in the Christendom, Christianity is not an easy journey. It's not a broad way, it's narrow.
Yes.
So you need to walk through certain thorns, you need to walk through hurdles, you need to jump over hurdles, you need to go through the thick and thin to gain your access, and the access you are gaining for a better tomorrow is heaven. So that is the goal. So you have to go through a lot, and that's what love is. You fight a whole lot of obstacles. There are the disagreements that will come in. Sometimes you agree to disagree. There are the times you will cry. There are times you are emotionally down.
The women, we love it.
Oh yes, men to cry. It does not reach you. maybe women is natural because you are soft-hearted, so it's easy to cry. But if you see a man crying, truly, you will not like it. Yeah. So yeah. So love actually conquer obstacles, but with your perseverance to overcome the challenges, you will always overcome those obstacles.
Wow.
Yeah. That's it.
Perseverance. Okay, so viewers, I hope we are learning a lot about love. Love comprises of a lot of things, as Mr. Raph said. It doesn't mean there should be a grudge. Let love win at the end of the day. And so, Mr. Raph, I want to know, how does self-love play role in building relationship with others? Do you need to love yourself to the extent that if somebody is doing something to you or something you don't like, or if any obstacle or challenges is heading towards, you just go like, I'm done, and move out, or you stay and let love win? Because sometimes it happens even in the community, at the workplace, everywhere. Sometimes you would have to choose between and that's self-love.
Okay.
So we want to know, how does self-love influence our relationship with others?
Self-love is actually very important because it shows that you value yourself in the first place. You should love yourself before you love your neighbor like yourself. So if you don't love yourself, how do you love someone? Because charity begins at home. So in your own home, you are not valued. How do you express that thing to somebody outside? So you love yourself first. You value who you are. You appreciate God for your life. And then you can transfer that. You can introduce that. You can push that love to somebody. So self-love is very important. Yes, very, very important. Because it shows the self-esteem, the worthiness. You value yourself in the very first place. Yeah.
Okay. So, viewers, you're watching me here on Upper Room AG Radio TV, and the show is The Next Generation. Today's topic is the power of love. I hope you are enjoying this. Your comments and suggestions, your questions, everything should be down below. I promise you I'll read and then give you answers. Whatever you don't understand about love, the disadvantages and advantage, and wherever you find yourself, even at the workplace, in your relationship, every question you have about love, drop it and I promise you I'm going to answer it as soon as I see it. Mr. Raph, I want to know, how does love transform us?
Love transforms us. Studies will tell you that when we love, there are neurotoxin chemicals like dopamine, and it's an oxytocin flood our brains, okay, in areas associated with pleasure and rewards, producing physical and psychological responses. Wow. Yes. So it transforms. Love transforms us. it changes your way of thoughts. It changes your action that you already had earlier on towards something. Yeah. So once that feeling comes, you have, even there are certain studies that will tell you it reduces the intensity of pain in you. Oh yeah.
And you're the wood.
Oh, heavy one. Maybe you ask my brother, he will tell you.
I will.
Yes. Yeah. So, and then one other thing is, love softens our it softens us internally. Okay, expand our sense of self to generate kindness. So that is a very important transformation impact. Yeah, because if you harbor love in you, there are certain actions of anger that you are going to suppress, because love is kind, love is patient, and it transcends a whole lot of hate. So in the community, if we have love, the kind of killings we see, somebody just get up and then with a gun you just start. Yeah, I think if you have love, it will be difficult for you to actually hurt or harm your fellow human being. Yeah, so in a more societal sense, love conquers, and we can relate that to our upbringing back home. You see, we have that kind of communal upbringing, such that everybody in the community knows you around they know you, they know your parent. Okay, so when they see you, they know, as soon as like they're excited. Yes, so it's actually difficult for someone to harm you. Unlike some other places you go, you have to be alert because you don't know what is happening. Somebody can just harm you and get away for no reason. If we have the love in us, especially that love of Christ, you will see every fellow, every friend, you see everybody and smile, because the first thing I meet you, I don't know you, is to love you. I can't hate you because you've done nothing wrong to me. So in our society, it transforms the whole thing, and then it lightens up the society. When you get there and there's a love, you see that the whole place is charged up. Everybody is excited. You really don't have a problem to worry. Yes, so that's one important thing. The second thing is also that love shows and grows. It creates internal calmness.
Calmness.
Yes. If somebody is glaring now with love, you see your eyes stuttering. You are calm. Okay. You don't show that alertness over something. Yeah, you are calm. Yeah. So, and then it also creates external connection and unity. That's a very good important impact, because love binds people together. That is why if you even get married or you are courting, you go to meet your boyfriend's family or friends, automatically you have a bond with them. Eventually when you get married, it binds two families together.
Yeah, that
is the unity aspect. So the two of you, your meeting, two people has now become a whole communal love affair. That is why if there is an occasion in either sides, you have representations from
your family.
That is it, to go and then show their either their
support.
That is it. So these are some transformational impact that love actually has in us, in our lives daily.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Scientifically, they say love can heal. Is that true?
Very true. Very true. Love can heal. If you are hurting, okay, it takes time. If you are hurting and it's from your loved one, it's from your loved one, it's from your loved one, and the person truly shows you affection. With time, they said on the wings of time, pain flies. Yes, when you persevere, you actually wait, and then you know things work together for good. So love can heal when it's patient. Love can heal when it's nurtured. I think we are together.
Yeah.
Yes. So it actually does the magic. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So love can heal. And when you hurt somebody, truly repent, go and apologize, and try to help the person to heal. In the community, in our homes, let's try to let people heal from the hurt we have caused them. So, Mr. Ralph, I want to know: can we measure love? Do you say me do way sing way? Me can love be measured?
There is actually not a barometer to measure love, but love is seen through our actions. Okay, it's seen through how we communicate, how we relate, through gifts, through our affection. That is how we measure it. So if I love you and I make time for you every day, constant communication. I get up, I talk to you in the morning, by noon I'm checking on you, evening, you are already measuring my kind of love. Hey, this guy, is that how
he calling too much?
Too much, that is it. So you see, in your innermost being, you are actually measuring the level of love you think the person has for you. You were there and then they bring you gifts. It's another thing. Because if I don't have that kind of intensity, I don't think after checking on you all these things, I'm bringing you a gift, I want to hear from you. When I see you, my mood changes. I'm smiling unnecessarily.
Did you say unnecessary?
Oh yes. You know there are those things. Everything becomes funny about the person because you want to glow. Yeah. Even if it's not laughable, you will still laugh. It's like the rich and the poor in their communities. If a rich man goes to the community and he's rich, he has money to share. The poor man, instantly you have stomach upset. You can't stand straight because you're always bowing down to greet and everything. You are smiling anyhow. Yeah, that is how it is. So we actually measure love through these instances. When you see the person's tenets of approaching you with it, you should be able to tell whether the person is really, you should advance the person's love portions is given to you, because they're actually portions that are doing, they try to excite you in every way. So you're able to measure the person's love through that. But there's actually not a concrete thing.
Measurement.
No, you cannot get that. Yes.
That's right. Okay. So with this, do we have different types of love? Because we don't want to love wrongly. We don't want you, the one who is being loved, to mistake the love. Like, sometimes somebody, as we were saying, can show some sort of affection towards you, and you be like, you get confused. You pay. So.
Oh yes, we have types of love, and then what they manifest in our lives. Okay, and the Greeks actually have 8, but the normal exhibited ones, even in the kingdom of God, are 4 major ones. So the number one of them all is the agape love.
Wow.
Yes, and agape love is unconditional love. The first that we all know, that is from God, and He admonishes us to love others as well. We should show that kind of love. So agape love. And then when we read John 13:34, okay, and I don't know if we delve into it. Yes, it tells us about agape love. And then another one is 1 Corinthians 13 verse 4 to 7. And then Matthew 5:43 also talks about the same agape love.
Wow.
Yes. And the next one is called the storge love. The next one is storge love.
It's actually the first time I'm hearing this.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for
then maybe
information.
today we are learning something
Yes.
new. Yes. The next one is touch, which is the family love. Yes, the love between parents and siblings, and then the love between siblings as well. Yes, and then that one too, we can get some text from it. It's an affection and empathy, sense of belongings, and then and that one is between Ruth and Naomi in the Bible.
Wow.
Yeah, so when we read Ruth chapter 1 verse 16 to 17, and then John 19:25 to 27, it talks about this style. You'll have to. Yes. So, and then the next one we have, the third one, is called the filial love, which is the brotherly love or friendship or companion.
Wow.
Yeah, so you have your friend, the kind of love you share with your friends. You know, you cannot have the same love as the type you have from the family.
Okay.
Yes, because the one you have for the family, you know, though everything comprises love, but they have their stages and they have their levels where they all come, the roles play. Yeah, so with that one, it comes with friends and companions. When you see that, hey, I love you, so I love you with the love of the Lord. You meet a whole lot of friends in church, and then so agape, that one, it tells agape, the philia, and then
everything combined.
And then the final one is the eros love. Yes, and the eros is the romantic love. Yes, this is the passionate and romantic love, deep attraction. Then it can be beautiful and powerful, so should be experienced within the context of commitment or committed God-centered relationships such as marriage. So those are the four ones we usually try to work with. And then when we read Genesis 2:23 to 24, it is that love that Adam said, "You are the bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh." So Adam exhibited the rest of the case, the story, we cannot delve into it again. Yes, yeah. And then when we read with that kind of love, you know, King Solomon is the chief. So when we go to Song of Solomon, yes. So Songs of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 6 to 7. So it's between a husband and a wife.
Oh, I see.
Yes, loved ones. So the rest of them, the Greek ones, let me share them quickly with you.
Yes.
Those ones are ludus. That's a playful love. Okay, it's called ludus. Ludus, just like ludo.
Oh.
Then the next one is pragma. That's long-standing love. And then the third one is called the philosia. That's the love of self, the self-love you were talking about.
Wow.
Yes. And then the final one is mania, and that mania is obsession.
Wow.
Sometimes we see it in movies, certain times we experience some of these things in life. You see that you are in love with somebody, you see somebody is in love with someone, you don't understand. The person is all crazy, he can do crazy stuff, he is not himself. Especially you have problems like insecurity comes in, you're always having a problem, and then the person wants to leave. You do all you can, you don't understand. You say, I don't know, am I the only person you are falling in love with? The person is obsessed.
Oh.
Yes, so these are the 8 major ones that the Greeks have come out with, but the first 4 is what we delve in our daily lives. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So we've got to know a lot about love, the types of love we have and everything. So Mr. Ralph, you see, sometimes we find ourselves in a community where some people are actually hard on themselves. They don't smile. They don't just say, you would not know how to even approach them, Nanka. What about your the love we are talking about here? Do you realize there are some people like that?
Yes,
very
yes.
straight.
Yes, yes.
No matter how beautiful such people are, they become very difficult to approach. We find them everywhere, at church, wherever,
Yes.
workplace. There are some people that they are just not what's the word?
Friendly.
Friendly. Yeah.
They are
Thank
not
you.
open up. You know, some of these things, in some aspect, it has to do with the person's genetical composition, because they are
That's got nothing to do with you, right?
you know, there are some people who have a problem naturally with happiness. No, yeah.
They don't want to be
Oh yes, I had a classmate like that, a course mate actually. If you see the lady, the first time I saw her, I thought she had quarreled with someone. She had migrated her face, and so with time I got to realize that was who she is. When you talk, she just talks, and then she's like that again. So so with such people, you are scared to go close.
very.
But actually, when you get to know them, you know that they are not the
So
kind of.
that's the question I'm about to ask.
Yes, yes.
How does love impact influence the perception of beauty and attractiveness? Because sometimes you would need to you would not even love to go closer to them.
That's true.
Because the vibes, everything about them is so off. It's off love.
Yes.
So how does love?
So that is where beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, please. Yeah, because some is natural. That is how they are. And you know, we have 52 muscles in the face, if I am right. And it takes it takes 52 muscles to smile or to laugh. Okay, but to frown your face, it takes over 400 muscles. I think the scientists were able to help us research. Oh yes, so it's actually easy to smile than to frown.
Wow.
Yeah, because if you want to frown, you need to gather so many muscles to mwah. But to smile is just easy. And then the studies will tell you that the more you laugh or smile, the more you stay younger. So most of such people who have migraine face naturally, when you see them, they actually age more than their own. Yeah, because you are always wearing a vex face altogether. So you have actually managed to help your face grow old at a time you actually didn't want it to be. Yeah, so these are some of. So somebody's appearance alone can hinder your approach to the person.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's natural. Unless maybe you also have some kind of love that is an audacious one. You really don't care.
Audacious love.
Yes.
It's around for
And you see, it also happens when you are courting a lady and she's bluffing over you. You know, it's normal for a lady to show you attitude when you go. Sometimes
yeah,
I think
we have to.
I think
it's part of us.
But sometimes you are overdoing it, because when I move, you see that it's paining you. Somebody will tell you, "Hey, this actually we don't waste our time, because when you joke, somebody will overtake you." Yeah, certain time too we want, but we don't want the person to say you have agreed too much, you are so cheap, you are so this. So you want to pull legs, forgetting that there is a queue somewhere. Somebody say if you joke, monkey will pick your bread. Yes. Yeah.
So we want to know, what are some of the common misconceptions we have about the power of love?
Okay, with that one, you say many people have the misconception that love is always perfect. That's not true, actually.
Right.
Love, you see, the thing is that love is not effortless and without effort, without challenges. No, in fact, it is the challenges, the efforts you put in it, which makes you a victor at the end of the day.
Wow.
Yeah. So in reality, love requires effort, compromise, and communication to maintain a healthy and fulfilling relationship. So if you think it's perfect, you have a whole lot of people who think love is perfect have so many expectations in the love journey. Yeah, you get that. We are thinking,
love journey.
you are thinking outside the world.
Z world.
Yeah, so you see, when you get up, the most important thing is that expect less from your loved one, so that when you get more, you will appreciate it. But if you expect more and you get less, you see where we are going to have a problem. Yeah, because you will be disappointed. This is not what I bargained for. This is not what I think it was all about. And certain times we are not prepared to go into that journey, and we jump and do it.
See, and we jump and
yes,
do it.
yes. And see, and we sometimes confuse love with lust. Why am I saying this? You know,
Note the difference, guys.
yes. Between the two genders, okay, women are moved by what they hear, and men are moved by what we see. That is why you see somebody, and everybody is a corporate award. When you see somebody, you envisage, oh, this person, I think I would want to be, because of what you have seen. At that very instant, character doesn't play in. It's not important by then. You don't even care whoever the person is. Even at that juncture, if the person tells you I have someone, you are not interested. The thing is, you want to register your presence, you know. And then it's the winner takes it all syndrome. Yes, so you're actually playing your cards well. Yeah, so if you get carried away, lust is what will pull you, but not love. Because most times we see is the last aspect. I want to do my own things, and once I get inside, I'm disappearing, because that's not what is keeping us. And that thing is actually destroying a lot of ladies, because women are emotional. Before a woman have anything to do with you, she has actually inculcated a whole lot of emotions for you. But we guys, God has not wired emotions into us.
You would have to learn and wire it yourself. You see,
it's not our fault, because that is how we were made. Yes, we can't just do our genes and hormones. They are acting differently with yours. We will see. Oh, you just disappear. But a lady, before she does, is the commitment. That is why it's ladies that actually get hurt most of the times, because she invests her all into it. We don't see that thing. That's why a lady will tell, are you sure? Promise me, we can promise you anything. I want a lie. And dear, yeah, travel lyrics at the end of the day will disappear. And you see, sweet words will con you in. See, somebody even tell you, I will give you my heart and use in the Jensen batteries. You're excited. Your mind is blown. This guy is.
You give me heart and use what? Energizer battery.
There's a map and for. Yeah, so when you hear such things, you are excited, okay? This is a person I want to be close to, because the person will make you giggle, you will laugh, you are excited. So you actually feel relieved when that person is around. But you don't actually quickly judge or conclude that the person loves you. Maybe he might have a different agenda. So we have to be careful as to how we notice love and lust, because somebody is following you. Some people can actually pretend for years to get you. At the end of the day, they disappear. Yes. So these are some of the misconceptions we have.
Don't listen if someone tells you they will give you their heart and user energizer. Mr. Raph is telling us it's all lyrics.
Oh, is that a punchline?
Okay, so viewers, you're watching me live on Upper Room AG Radio TV. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope you're really enjoying this show. Let's continue. The topic once again is the power of love.
many battles.